What if I told you the next billion-dollar industry isn't in Silicon Valley? It's crawling right under your feet. Sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. There's a hidden empire built on one of the most hated creatures on Earth. Cockroaches. Billions of them. And they're making some people very rich. The story I'm about to tell you isn't science fiction. It's real, growing fast, and it's changing how we think about food, medicine, even survival. This is the billion-dollar Cockroach Empire. But before we get to the money, let's meet the star of the show. Cockroaches have been around for over 300 million years, older than dinosaurs. They survived meteor strikes, ice ages, radiation, and humans. Their biology is nothing short of mind-blowing. They have primitive nerves that keep them moving, even after decapitation. Yes, you heard that right. You can literally cut off a cockroach's head and it will keep walking. They eat cardboard, glue, even hair. They sense the slightest air movement like built-in radar. With over 4,000 species worldwide, they are everywhere. From the Amazon rainforest to your kitchen. They are the unsung heroes, the cleanup crew. They eat decaying matter, recycle nutrients, and quietly help the ecosystem survive. Maybe they have been serving us all along. Now let's get to the billion-dollar part. In 2018, a Chinese pharmaceutical giant called Gooddoctor made headlines, not for medicine, but for cockroaches. In Xishan, Sichuan province, they run what's considered the largest cockroach farm in the world, producing around 6 billion cockroaches every year. And these aren't just random bugs running wild. AI monitors temperature, humidity, feeding cycles, ensuring every cockroach thrives. Their products used in medicine, cosmetics, and animal feeding. No flashy tech, no apps, no fashion, just billions of cockroaches turning into profit. Inside these windowless warehouses, cockroaches live like royalty. Warm, humid, 5-star hotels for insects. They eat scraps, reproduce at insane rates, and never complain. What they produce isn't fear, it's money. In China, cockroach extract is the key ingredient in Kangfuxinye, a medicine for ulcers, burns, and tissue regeneration, sold in over 400 hospitals nationwide. All of that from cockroaches. Cockroaches are protein machines. Around 65% of their body weight is protein, more than beef or chicken, packed with amino acids, and growing them ridiculously cheap. No farmland, no fertilizers, no expensive feed. They literally eat garbage and turn it into value. Imagine taking tons of food waste, spoiled vegetables, fruits, scraps, and feeding it to cockroaches. In weeks, it's converted into protein for animal feed or medicine. Li Yanrong, an industrial insect farming expert, calls it closing the ecological loop. Instead of waste-polluting landfills, it's transformed into something useful, rejuvenating soil, feeding animals, even reducing antibiotics in livestock. In a world facing food shortages and climate change, cockroaches are a sustainable, cheap, and efficient solution. Some scientists are even exploring them as human food. Did you know that cockroaches actually produce their own special kind of milk? A rare species called Diploptera punctata creates a crystalline substance that feeds its young. This species is unique because it doesn't lay eggs. It gives birth to live offspring, and that milk is what keeps the babies alive. It's rich in protein, carbs, fats, and contains all 9 essential amino acids. Scientists say this crystal is 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk and even more nutrient-dense than human milk. It's literally a complete superfood, surpassing traditional milk in almost every way. And even though it sounds strange, some researchers believe it could become a future food source if we ever face global shortages. The largest cockroach farms aren't small operations. They're massive companies, some government-backed. China views insect farming as a green, eco-friendly industry. Companies like Gooddoctor and Shandong Xiaobin Agricultural Technology use AI to monitor farms 24/7. Every variable matters. Every lost cockroach costs money. Some farms house over 1 billion insects, more than Europe's population. Everything is automated. The insects are dried, ground, and turned into powders for medicine, skincare, and supplements. Even their waste is recycled into fertilizer. Nothing goes waste. But there's a dark side. In 2013, over 1 million cockroaches escaped from a farm in Jiangsu province. Authorities had to burn down the facility. Yet, despite the risks, the money keeps flowing. Investors know this. The business isn't slowing down. The insect protein industry is expected to reach 8 billion by 2030, and cockroaches are leading the charge. The future is strange, but it's coming fast. We live in a world where value comes from the strangest places: gold, oil, data, and cockroaches. While most people try to kill cockroaches, some quietly raise them and build empires. And maybe that's the real lesson. Wealth doesn't always come from what's pretty. Sometimes it comes from what everyone avoids. Next time you see a cockroach, don't scream. Remember, somewhere, someone just made a fortune because of it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.